Fake breakups and why they do it is a topic for today. Greetings and welcome to another upload. Thanks, guys, for joining me with this topic today, fake breakups and why they do it. Confusing, right? Before I get started, I just want to say, A, I bloody love you, and B, if you've got any suggested videos, topics that you feel I haven't covered, then please put them in the comments below. So make sure you put your notifications on because I might be doing your video very soon. Anyway, today we are talking about fake breakups and why they do it. Now, it's come to my attention through the years that I've been doing this that I do see a lot of clients when their partner is leaving them and coming back the next day or the next few days or the next week. You've got to understand that when people break up with someone, they don't come back that soon. If it's a proper breakup, they won't come back that soon. The reason why it's a fake breakup is because they have no intention of walking away completely from this person. The breakup is only to get a reaction, and we class that as a fake breakup. When we look closely into the fake breakup, we can see what is happening between the lines. Now, when you're going through a breakup of any kind, we know it's devastating. It's something that we don't want to happen. And so we reach out to people and we search the internet to try and find answers because it's very confusing. This is what we do. But within a fake breakup, it is really confusing because our emotions are all over the place. One minute we're getting broken up with, then we get the anxiety, we get the pleading, then they come back and then everything's fine and then we get broken up again. I don't want you to get this twisted because there's a grey line between a fake breakup and a toxic relationship, a toxic breakup where the whole scenario is, I can't live with them, but I can't live without them. You're in a relationship when it's just toxic arguments all the time, breaking up and then getting back together again, only to find that no parties have changed. And so two people are just toxic with each other. But this scenario is in a different league of its own. It is a fake breakup. Now, why do they do it? Let's look closely. A fake breakup is when one partner will split up with you, walk out the door, ignore your calls, block you, and the next day, few days or week, unblock you or contact you and you'll get back together. But in that period of time, what usually happens is when they break up with you, you will reach out to them and try and fix the problem because you are now at a panic state. Your anxiety's hit the roof. Now you're feeling the breakup, right? You're reaching out to them. You're telling them you love them, you want them back. You're confused, but you're groveling. Now, this is what they want. This is what they need: reassurance. They need to feel that you love them. Now, why do they have to go to the extreme by splitting up with you only so you grovel and tell them that you love them and you want them back? This reassures them and then they come back into your life. Why does that happen? Well, I see this happening a hell of a lot with two partners. One very chilled out, very laid back, doesn't really show their affection too much, doesn't really show their feelings. They're quite happily plodding along through life. And they attract a partner who is slightly insecure, needs reassurance, needs to feel loved, needs to feel touched. And so already they've gone into a relationship, not equal. This does work, by the way, but sometimes it can get too much for people when we want to feel loved and wanted. And this is when a lot of people will break up with that person because they've shown a side of them when they've pulled away and maybe split up with them. And then their partner has now groveled, I love you, please come back. And this is the reassurance that they need. So now you've ticked the box. You've ticked it. And so whenever they want to feel loved, whenever they want to know they're wanted, they will break up with you because you've ticked the box. You're not showing them the affection. that they need in the relationship. You're not showing them reassurance that they need in the relationship. These characters are not necessarily real insecure people and clingy people. We all like to be wanted and we all like to feel loved, especially in a relationship. But when someone is really not giving it to them, and so that partner then splits up with you, and then they see that you really love them and you really want them, they're going to keep doing that because they're not getting it in the relationship. This person splits up with you not for the intention of walking away for good. They are doing it to get that reaction from you, to feel that love from you. And you might find the more that you give them this, I love you, please come back, I miss you, I want you might find them dragging that out a little bit longer because they're loving that. Because after all, in a relationship, they're not getting that. So they're thriving on it now. And the biggest key that I see in these relationships is that person who walked away from you will say to them, I didn't think that you'd even bother. I didn't even think that you cared. I didn't even think that you would chase me and tell me you loved me. I actually thought you weren't bothered. And that's the biggest clue here, that this person needs reassurance. And the only way that they get that is to break up with you. It's a fake breakup. So how can we fix the fake breakup? We have to talk about it. If you're finding a partner who is constantly breaking up with you just to get your reaction, just to find reassurance and wanting to be loved, if you love that person but don't really know how to show it, and they need you to show it in a relationship, then I urge you to sit down and talk with your partner about it. Explain to them that you're not very good with showing your emotions and feelings towards them, but you love them so much and want them in your life so much. It's about talking and compromising. Guys, I see so many people ruin good relationships because they're so within themselves and they don't discuss their real feelings. Because if you don't, then they're just going to keep breaking up with you. It's about working together. So that is a fake breakup. It's basically because their partner needs attention and doesn't feel that wanted inside the relationship, but they feel very wanted when they break up with you. And you've ticked the box now. So that's what they're doing. They're using that all the time. They definitely do not break up with you with the intentions of actually going. They're doing it because they love the reaction they get from you. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening. If you've made it this far, don't forget, if you do want a one-to-one with me, all my links are in the description below. But until then, you're all beautiful people. I will see you later.